I love that intro. What it do, people? What it do? What it do? What it do? Greetings. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It's your girl, Chi-Town Ronnie here on this Monday of December the 1st in the year of our Lord, 2025. What it do? What it do? What it do, peoples? Um, oh yeah, y'all. Today got away from me, and though I was not working, I had worked last night. I had worked the night before. Oh, that one was rough. And let me see, what else do I have to tell you? Today I was ripping and running, getting things done. So I was not able to do the downloads today, so I was going to do, I'm going to do them tonight. Baby, life be lifing. But let me say hello to the peoples. We got Chicago Sal. Wait, here we go. Then we got Chicago Sal. Hey, Sal. Good evening, Miss Autumn. How we doing? How we doing? Before we get into anything, hey, how was your day today? Because oh, wait a minute. In true Wendy Williams fashion, how you doing? Yes, baby. Yeah. Well, wait a minute, Sal. How are you doing? Wait a minute, Sal. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link. Let's see if you can make it, if you can do it. Where is it? Let's see what you got to say. There we go. I dropped the link. I dropped the link. Yeah, y'all. So today's energy was off the chain, and there's a very good reason for that. There's a very good reason. Oh wait, let me get the Sal off here, right here. There is a very good reason for that, so we're gonna get into it in just a second. Okay. Oh, it's pig week over here. Okay, so here we go. But with all that being said, yeah, so I had to make up for today. Yeah, the day just got away from me. Life got to life in. Tis what a TI is, right? So let me get this Palo Santo. Clear my energy, clear my cards. Yeah, it's gonna be the astrological forecast with the spiritual downloads that I generally do. Yeah, we're gonna do it tonight. All right. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do them tomorrow as well. I gotta get back to rhythm, to my regular schedule. Today did get away from me though, so it is what it is. There we go. All right, that's a shuffle. Okay. Oh, and for our spiritual downloads, we are using, hey, Miss Martha, we are using our Moonology. Oh, wait, where is it? There we go. Oh, can you see it? There we go. Yasmin Boleyn's Miss the Moonology messaging cards. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Y'all, please give your moderator, Miss Martha, some hearts. Baby, living in Chicago can be treacherous. Living in Chicago can be treacherous. That's all I'm gonna have to say. But yeah. Here we go. There we go. So there's my shuffle. Please hit the like. Come on now. Please hit the like. That's right, Miss Martha. Okay, that's the shuffle. Here we go. Collective, air signs, fire signs, water signs, earth signs. All right, let me put those away. Those out. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into this. Okay. So let's get into this energy tonight. All right. So earlier today, a lot of people were feeling off. They were feeling unfocused. Yeah, today was not that day. Today was not that day. They was feeling off. They were feeling they were feeling irritated. You know what? I think I can show you better than I can tell you. Hold on. Let me give it to you. There we go.
Justin, do you hear me? I'm quaky, I'm tired. I worked hard at school. Okay?
Alright, so what? You don't want me to mess with you tonight?
No. I'm quaky, I'm tired, I worked hard at school.
You're not going to wrestle here in a little bit?
Well, maybe.
Oh.
If I stop getting cranky and tired.
I've already got everything fed and watered.
I know.
Already got the eggs. I did your job because I knew you was tired.
I'm tired. I worked hard.
Little mama said, look, I'm not playing with you right now. Okay? I'm not playing with you right now. She's cranky. She's tired. I feel her. Okay? Little mama was not she was not about the bullshit. She let it know right up. I like her. I like her. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And in that I'm cranky and I'm tired. She said, you can try me if I want to, but you've already been warned. I like that. I do like that. I like that shit. Okay. There was a reason for all this, though. There's a reason for all this. The moon was void of course. The moon was void of course for hours. What that means, if you've never heard that term before, let me break that down for you. Void of course moon is when the moon isn't forming in any major aspects to the other planets. Energetically, it's like your spirit is being between the channels. Like when you used to turn the TV on, before the channels, that's what that felt like. That's what it felt like. So you are not aligned, with what was, and you're not aligned with what's coming next. You were just floating, like nothing was sticking, nothing was clicking. Everything felt like it was a chore. That's why today had that drift to it. Now tonight is a different story. Tonight, this is a different story. The moon has moved into the Taurus, that earth sign. Yes, baby. That the moon has moved into the Taurus, these earth signs. Hold on for a second. Hey, Wade. There we go. So that shift hits your system very fast. Taurus energy brings you back into your body. Okay, it's very grounded. It's steady. It's calm. It's clear. It's like your spirit finally sits down after a long day. That's what this is going to feel like. That's what it feels like tonight. Because again, the moon is hitting into Taurus. But here's the thing, though, y'all. Here's a deeper layer. That heavy start this morning, that wasn't random. It exposed what you've been emotionally holding on to. The shit that has been draining you, lingering in the background, taking up space in your spirit, in your mind. Yeah. That's what it was bringing. That's what was the guiding energy for today. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. People don't hold on to old energies because it's good for them. People hold on to those old energies because it's familiar. Y'all feel you know what I'm saying? People hold on to those energies because it feels predictable. Even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. Even if it slows them down. There's a part of the mind that thinks, at least I know how this story is going to go. Better the devil you know? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's still a devil. Letting go requires stepping into the unknown. People don't like that shit. People do not like the unpredictable. People do not like the unknown. The unknown scares people more than anything toxic that they've learned to tolerate. I cooked on that one. That was bars. I'm going to say that again. The unknown scares people more than anything toxic that they've learned to tolerate. Oh, shit. Good for Ronnie. But that's why today felt so heavy. Your spirit is tired. of carrying what your mind keeps defending. Now let me bring some new age thought into this. All right. Because this energy isn't happening in a vacuum, we're headed straight towards the final supermoon on December the 4th. Yeah, this is our last supermoon of 2025. So supermoons amplify everything. They pull the truth up by the roots. They make you confront what you've been avoiding. They clear spaces for what's trying to come up into your life next. So tonight's Taurus moon, this is your stabilization before that shift hits. This is your foundation getting rebuilt so that you can release for real, for real. This is your spirit saying, I'm ready to be done with this bullshit. Y'all feeling me on this? Right there. Okay, I got one amen. So now, I got to throw some tarot up in here, right? Because the cards lined up for this exactly with what we're talking about right now. So, let me see. Earlier today, this was 4 cups energy. Yeah, this was 4 cups energy. The emotional flatness, feeling disconnected, not impressed by nothing. This was exactly the vibe of that void of course moon. Okay? Here it is. But here, let me show you something. You want to know what was underneath that? The 4 cups. Yep. 4 pentacles. 4 pentacles. Holding on to that old energy for safety. The fear of letting go. A fear of losing control. That's what we was feeling. And then tonight's energy with the moon in Taurus, oh, get ready, babies. Her Majesty just walked into the room. We got the Queen of Pentacles. This is pure Taurus moon energy. Steady, clear, grounded, back into your body, back into the truth. With this energy and with the supermoon coming up, this is the energy we're heading for. The star. Renewal. Hope returning, clearer direction, and opening up as we move towards this supermoon. So don't force it. Don't force anything. Do not run from what you are feeling. Let this Taurus moon energy settle in so that you can see your spirit see what your spirit is done carrying. Because y'all been tired. Y'all been tired for a minute. And so when you wake up tomorrow and step into your 5-day work cycle, check in with yourself and ask one question. Ask yourselves this question. What are you finally ready to release so that you can make room for something real? What are you ready to let go? What are you ready to let go so what's been dying to take its place can finally come to the forefront, can finally come up center stage? What are you ready to let go of? because the energy is shifting, whether you whether you participated or not. But if you lean into it, you will feel the difference fast. If you don't, baby, the energy is going to do what it's going to do. Better for you to just go with that flow and see where that tide takes you. See where that tide takes you. Or baby, because like I said, it's going to do what it wants to do. Give me a second, because an OG just came into the room. Miss Dana Kimbrough, greetings, my love. Check out the replay so you catch up with what I was throwing down. All right. So yeah. So whew, breathe it in, breathe it all in together, people. Let go. Let it go. In fact, that'll be our affirmation. That will be our affirmation for today. We're going to say, I let go of old energy and I choose clarity, stability, and truth tonight. I let go of old energy. I choose clarity, stability, and truth tonight. Okay? All right. So, as I said earlier, y'all saw my shuffle, y'all saw my pull. We're using the Moonology messaging cards. This is by Miss Yasmin Bolin. Let's get into it, okay? First card is for the collective. First card is for the collective. Oh, look at that. This card right here. Can you all see that? There we go. There we go. It says, hold on, baby. There it goes. It says, take a breath. It says, take a breath. And you know what? And here it is. Because y'all saw my shuffle. Y'all saw my pool. You know, I cannot make this shit up. With this card right here, Universal Mind is asking us to center, to reset. You know, it's to take a pause. To take a pause. That has got to be one of the most simplest but most powerful acts that we can do. So if we got this question right, if we got this card, the question that's begging to be answered with this card is simply this. What in your all's life would shift if you stopped rushing and you just exhaled? What would shift? Because if we got this card that says take a pause, then clearly the opposite of what's going on here is not relaxation. It's not pausing. What we're feeling right now is feeling frazzled, overextended, or scattered. You know, our mind is spinning, you know, our heart is racing. And y'all, wait a minute. And I forgot one more thing too. You know, we just got out of Mercury retrograde. So that Mercury retrograde in conjunction with Thanksgiving and all the bullshit that the holidays bring, Universal Mind is saying, y'all need to breathe. You need to breathe, baby. And I tell you this much, breathing fully reconnects you to yourself. Clarity comes when you all are still. So yes, pause, reset, be mindful, ground yourselves, because you all have been sprinting through life instead of responding. And when you sit still, it's going to break that cycle, you know? So remember, y'all, the power that you are seeking right now, it's not in the hustle. The power is not in the hustle. The power is in the pause. Did you hear what I said? The power is in the pause. Hold on for a second. One of my other Mahdi's came up in here. And listen, she gonna get you all together when I become mean. That's why we love the rabbit. All right. Hey, lady. So yes. So here we go. For this card right here, y'all. We're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. I release the tension. I release tension and reclaim my calm. I release tension and reclaim my calm. All right. That's what we're going to do. All right. Now for my 5 signs. My Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. We've got, oh, wow, Hecate. We've got this card. And wait a minute. And hold on. There we go. And this card says transformation. This card right here says transformation. So for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius, what we're talking about with this card, we're talking about shedding old layers, stepping into a higher version of ourselves. So for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, what part of you is ready to evolve? Even if it feels uncomfortable, what part of you is ready to come forth, even if you know it's shaky and you are not ready? Because transformations, you cannot have transformation without some type of mixed emotions, with fear, excitement, anticipation, all at once. You're not going to be able to have that. You cannot have transformation. Transformation is never calm. Transformation is never calm. All right. I would venture, don't quote me, but I would venture to say that transformation does come from violence. Okay. You've got to be able to accept that endings create beginnings and that growth is non-negotiable. You're going to evolve. You're going to transform whether you like it or not. And you've heard me say this before, that the comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. So we're talking about, this card says transformation. Let's think of it as change, as rebirth, as evolution, as metamorphosis. Okay? Resistance comes from when you cling on to what's familiar. That's what this whole new, moon in Taurus was about. Letting that shit go. Y'all, your spirit is calling for your growth. Your spirit is calling for your growth. So with this card, my Aries, my Leo, my Sagittarians, just tell you, transformation is your ticket to freedom. Lean into it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. So for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians, now you all, if the affirmation, if you feeling the affirmation, you go for it. You can claim it for yourself. All right. But we're going to affirm with this card for my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarians. We're going to affirm, I embrace change and I rise stronger every time. I embrace change and rise stronger every time. All right. So we got that. Now for my air signs, my Aquarians, my Libras, and my Geminis. Oh, look at that, y'all. The past. Nice place to visit. The past, nice place to visit. You don't want to stay there. You don't want to stay there, baby. Aquarians, Libras, Geminis, they ain't shit, but there's the past ain't got nothing new to say. So when we get this card, the past, we're talking about lessons learned. We're talking about baggage. We're talking about the patterns that shaped us. And so if we get this card right here, Universal Mind is asking, what do you need to release from the past to move forward freely? What do you got to let go of? Aquarians, Geminis, and Libras, what do you got to let go of? You've been holding on to some shit for far too long. Let the shit go. The past, yeah, it's nostalgic, but there's also regret, lingering hurts that color our present. We've learned the lesson. We got to let go of that emotional baggage. So closure comes when you stop reliving it. Your power is right here in the present. When we think about the past, we're talking about reflection. We talk about learning. We talk about history. The influence of previous events. Dwelling on the past keeps you stuck. Mindful awareness liberates you. Let me say that again. Mindful awareness liberates you. My air signs, you got to remember that your past is a teacher, not a jailer. Honor it, then step out. Honor your past, but step out. So for my air signs, my Aquarians, my Libras, and my Geminis, we're going to affirm. We're going to affirm. I released what no longer serves me and reclaim my present. I release what no longer serves me and reclaim my present. All right? All right, water signs, you up next. Oh, shit. All right. Here we go, water signs. This card says avoid drama. Yeah, water signs, avoid that drama. My Pisces, my Scorpios, and my Cancerians, avoid the drama. Stop the bullshit. Yes, avoid the drama. Okay? We're talking about clear boundaries. Avoid the drama. We're talking about protecting our energies. We're talking about don't engage in chaos. So my water signs, where in your life is the noise distracting you from your purpose? Because that's all drama is. Drama is nothing but noise. And it distracts you from what you're supposed to be doing. All right? So when we think of the drama, baby, we're talking about being drained, annoyed by unnecessary conflict or gossip. We tired. Y'all got to recognize that not everything deserves your energy or your empowerment. And that's what Universal Mind is telling you, water signs. You've got better things to do with that energy. So why are you in the bullshit? Set up them boundaries. Be selective in your involvement with shit. Being overly involved, that comes from like fear of missing out or people pleasing. None of that shit is cute. So pull back. Pull the fuck back. You all got to remember that peace isn't passive. No, it's a deliberate choice. Choose your battles wisely. I'm going to say that again. Peace is not passive. You got to fight for your peace. You got to set up them boundaries. You got to let them know, no, I'm not into that. You know what? That ain't got shit to do with it. That ain't got shit to do with me. Part of my favorite song, at the job. Do your job and go the fuck home. Yeah. So water signs, here's what we're going to do. And here's your affirmation, my water signs. You all are going to affirm. I protect my energy and let chaos pass me by. I protect my energy and let chaos pass me by. So water signs, what drama can you walk away from tomorrow? What drama can you walk away from tonight? No better time than the present. No better time than the present. Hold on. Wait a minute. Miss Martha, what did you like? That ain't got shit to do with me. Or do your job and go the fuck home. Which one, baby? Let me know in the chat, okay? Let me know in the chat. All right. Now, last but not least, my earth signs, my Taurus, my Capricorns, and my Virgos. Oh, it's been late. It's been a long day, y'all. It's been a long day. That ain't got shit to do with me. Yeah, Virgo is a water sign. No, 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 no. Virgo is an earth sign. You caught me off guard, baby. You caught me off guard. For my earth signs, my Taurus, my Capricorns, and my Virgos. There we go. This card, wait a minute, where's my card? This card says intuition. Your intuition, your inner compass, your gut feelings, your knowing beyond the logic, your connection to the divine. That's what your intuition is. So if we got this card, are you listening to your inner voice, or are you letting the noise drown that intuition out? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With your intuition, y'all, you've got to be drawn into your deeper knowing. You got to trust your instincts. Trusting your instincts gives clarity, and it moves you forward faster. You all are listening to shit that no one else knows. And the thing is that, listen, here in Chicago, it's snowing as a motherfucker and it's cold. But you want to know something? Like, we had birds, we had geese, and they knew when to go. They knew how to do this for me. They knew. There was, no one gave them orders. It was animal instincts. We have that too. We have that too. We just don't choose to do it. We don't choose to listen to it. You've got to stop finding validation outside of yourselves. And this just ain't for my earth sign. This is for everybody listening. You got to find that inner compass. There's a voice that speaks to us all individually. Not everybody is going to respond. Not everybody is going to hear the same voice. That is your voice. That's what this intuition is. That's why I always say it is a conduit. It is a connection to the divine. It's your inner guidance, your sixth sense, your psychic awareness. Doubt always clouds intuition. But constant practice is going to sharpen your intuition. Constant practice is going to sharpen that intuition. So let me just say this. To my earth signs. Your intuition isn't optional. Your intuition is your secret weapon. So here we go. Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Here we go. Here's your affirmation. And again, if it inspires you, claim it as your own. You don't have to be an earth sign. But here we go. You all are going to affirm. I trust my inner voice and I act with confidence. I trust my inner voice and act with confidence. Hold on. I have no idea. Bubba, welcome to 773. Bubba, no, baby. You got to trust your inner voice, baby. Bubba, let me say this to you, sweetheart. And once again, that inner voice is uniquely yours, baby. To deny your inner voice is to deny who you are on a base level. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. Do not do that. Well, listen, going with your intuition, what is the absolute worst that could happen? What is the absolute worst that can happen? Let me say, if you trust your intuition and you made a mistake, there's nothing that can happen that you could not repair with a simple apology. Oh, I'm sorry, I overassumed something. Nothing could ever go wrong with that. So start trusting that, baby. Start trusting that, Bubba, okay? So many things. Yes, babe. All right. But we're going to listen, we're going to hold you in prayer, and we're going to hope that you're going to find your way, baby. You're going to find your way. All right. So like I said, so for my earth signs, I trust my inner voice and I act with confidence. That's what your affirmation is going to be. I trust my inner voice and I act with confidence. All right. My pleasure, baby. My pleasure. I'm going to drop the link I'm gonna drop the link. Where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna give you all a few minutes. Anybody that want to come up, anybody that want to say something, come on through and we'll get you in. But after that, y'all, thank you for joining me. I am so sorry, baby. Life was lifing, honey. Life was lifing today. But I came back, and wanted to make it up to you all. Come on through and let me know what happened. Thank you, Miss Martha. Thank you, Miss Martha. Oh, y'all, before anything, put some hearts in the chat for our Mahdi's. All right, Miss Martha came through. Miss Rabbit came through. Yes. Okay. All right. So I guess nobody wants to come in. That's no big thing. All right. Listen, y'all. Thank you for allowing me to do readings for you. Remember, your assignment is to stay in your alignment. And with all that being said, oh, wait. Oh, wait, y'all. Mr. Stevens, where have you been?
How are you? How are you?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm almost tired, but I just I really
Almost.
like. Yeah, I'm almost there, but because you know what, I'm kind of glad you said something about today, because today I did feel like I didn't have any creativity. I felt like I was floating, like you said. And but yesterday I wanted to tell you I had a really beautiful day. I talked to my Aquarius friend, my
Okay.
friend Sawyer. He was born February 14th. He has this ability, I don't know why. He has this ability for me to tell him things that I forgot about myself. I just love that boy. Oh, I just really love him as a friend in a platonic way.
Okay.
And
I mean, it's easy to love us Aquarians. We a lot
yeah,
to handle. We a lot to handle, but we also a lot to lose, honey. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So I'm
Autumn,
happy about that.
well, there you go. Miss Autumn, what are you doing?
Oh, can she hear you? I
Oh,
think she's.
you
Okay.
got your mic. There you
Okay,
go.
I'm open now. I'm
There you
open.
go. What's going on,
Yeah.
lady?
Girl, listen. Listen. I
Oh,
was
here we go.
tested.
She
Here
can't
we
even get
go.
it out.
Listen, I was tested and I went with my first thought and I went with my heart. Okay. My ex, I ain't heard from him since August when we parted ways or whatever.
Okay.
So he calls yesterday. I'm chilling, watching TV. He said, and I looked at the phone. I said, oh, I said, wow. And he was like, come on, don't start. Listen. I need you to go get my brother, please, because he has a brother here in Philadelphia. He said he just got put out, and he said, please, Sherry, please. I said, okay, where you at? Give me the address. I went and got. Man, I tell you that baby, his brother. Oh, he cried. He cried. He said, Sherry, I didn't have nobody. He had all his little clothes, sneakers, everything out in the rain. I said, it's okay, baby. You're gonna be all right. And when I got back home, because my ex was on the road, going to Dallas from Houston. So he was like, listen, I'll call you later. I said, okay, fast forward. He said, listen, I knew you would get them from me. I knew you would put everything aside. I knew that whatever we went through, that it wouldn't stop you from looking out for my brother. And I said, okay. He said, I want to tell you I love you. I'm always going to love you. And I thank you so much. I appreciate you. I said, okay. And he said, I'll talk to you later. I said, okay. And his brother, when we talked, he said, he said that you and him wasn't talking. But he knew that you would come and get me. He said, I don't think she gonna come get me, bro. He said, she gonna come. She gonna come. And I'm saying all that to say that I didn't have a hate for him. I just had a dislike for him on how we parted ways. He's not a bad person, but the way we parted ways. I didn't like
Mm.
it. And I was glad that I did that. I was glad that I was able to do that and that, I helped him. Um, I just want to, I feel as though in my heart I did the right thing,
You did, baby.
and it was, and I really feel like it really was appreciated. But it goes to show that no matter what, in my heart, I was like, he'll be back. He'll come back one way or another. Not to me in a relationship, but we gonna have a conversation. And we had the conversation. And the conversation, it was genuine. It was a really nice conversation. But that goes to show you just that you never know when you're gonna need somebody again. So even if relationships is not meant to last, some relationships is not meant to last forever. But when you when you are kind to a person, you know, you can look for them to look out for you if they need you. But if you being nasty to them or whatever, you can't expect nothing in return. But I did that because I thought about my child. If it was my child in another state, they didn't know anybody, but you know, one person or whatever, I would want them to come and save my child, come get my child if they was in distress. So,
You
um,
know, and the thing is, the thing is, Autumn, is that there are certain cultures that that it's ingrained that we know that we have each other's backs.
right.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I'm,
Africans.
I'm gonna say that. But I'm also gonna say that when a man leaves, he will always come back. But when a woman leaves, she ain't coming back.
When a woman's fed up.
Okay. She ain't coming back. She ain't coming back. And the thing is, Autumn, is that you know what? With everything that you are so honest on this platform with everything that you have gone through, your capacity to still love, girl, that is a testimony unto who you are as a woman. And I applaud that, baby. I applaud that. Um, no, he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. Me personally, I'm very over these limited men. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my feel. That's my feel. And that ain't got to color what you did. And you did do something wonderful. You did do something wonderful. And again, looking out for him. You don't know him. You know what I'm saying? You don't know him. So I applaud you, Mama. I applaud you.
Yeah.
So there we go. But you know, that's certainly and I'll say this, Autumn, from our Thanksgiving show, that shit right there certainly flipped the balance in that scale now, didn't it?
It did.
Yep,
It
it
really
did.
did. Yes, it did. It did. It really did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's such a sweetheart. He's such a sweetheart. And it's like talking to a 45-year-old child.
I know, baby, I know that feeling. I do know that feeling. I
Yeah.
do know, I definitely know that feeling. I got that now. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with that right now. And and y'all, it did not work in the way that I would have wanted to back then, but now it's working in a way that I never thought was going to work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that it is. I'm glad that it is. When people go out on a limb, such as the way that you did, Autumn, it just how do I want to say, girl, there's so many layers, there's so many levels, and again, the one that just comes out to me is the capacity, where most people that have gone through half the bullshit that you went through would have closed down. You still got this well, and you keep on giving. You know what I'm saying? So, Mama, I applaud that, baby. I applaud
Yeah.
that. God bless you. So
Okay.
there you go. Well, I'm glad that you shared that with me, sweetheart. And he said, is he still with you?
Huh?
Is, is he with you?
Yes. Right now, his my ex and his other brother, they're getting together, like him going to Virginia, I think it is. Like they're
Mhm.
preparing him for, so he's not gonna be here for a long while. But he's here with me now, and he's since he's been here, he's like so helpful, and we just had to have a talk about getting your life together. I said we all fall, but we get back up again.
And the getting up.
Yeah,
If you fall 5 times, but you get up 6, you still winning.
absolutely,
You fall 5
absolutely,
times and you get up 6.
yes,
And I'll even go for, baby, I don't need you to win the race. I don't
right,
need you to win the race. I just need you to stand up.
yes, yes,
That's
yes,
it. Just
yes,
stand up. You
yes,
know, you don't have to look. I don't need you to look fabulous. I need you to be real.
yes,
That's it.
absolutely,
That's it.
absolutely, yep,
That's it. But
yeah.
yeah. So wait a minute, Miss Autumn. You got someone else to get rid of those Thanksgiving leftovers.
That's a good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you gonna get turkey sandwiches. You gonna get turkey
Yes,
tetrazzini. You gonna
yes,
get a turkey lasagna.
Diva, do you still have any leftovers from Thanksgiving?
You know, baby, listen. I got Chris over here. We polished the rest of that off, honey.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
baby, listen. That man is as skinny as a beanpole, and I tell you, I look at him eat, and I gotta look at him again just so that my thighs match. I don't know where he puts all that shit. Okay,
Okay.
shit couldn't be me.
Okay.
It could not be me. Baby, listen, I eat the way that man eats. Honey, if I went to Ozempic would look at me and say, bitch, please. Okay.
You're funny. Ooh,
Bitch,
that's a good
please.
one.
Okay, but it is what it is. All right, babies, listen. Y'all, I'm sorry. Thank you for stopping on in. And I'm glad I
Okay.
got you all. Baby, again, yesterday, oh my God, because I always try to get you guys. I always try to get you guys, together for Monday, for your fight. And I was like, oh my God. By the time I got home, there was nothing left, baby. The tank was empty. And I'm like, you know what? I'll get them tomorrow. I will get
Yeah,
them.
you gotta take care of you. Take care of you. Don't worry about that. If that happens, take care of you. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well,
Thank you.
y'all take care.
All right.
All right,
Good
all
night,
right. Good
Mr.
night,
Steven.
everybody. Yes.
Good night, Miss Autumn. You all
All
stay blessed. All right. For everybody that joined us, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow, and y'all stay in alignment. Your alignment is your assignment. All right. You all stay blessed. Bye.